Right now, you are being asked to slow down, to become more present, and to go into the stillness, go into the silence more now than ever. I am Beyond Taylor, and I am here to help you go beyond your self imposed limitations. Today, I want to talk about the season that you are getting ready to enter into your life. And this season is going to be all about experiencing magic. Magic everywhere. And I want to talk about this for a little bit because yesterday I was in several conversations about what magic actually is. And I think because when we were children, we thought that magic was something that was out of reach, that only a select few people could do, like a magician. And it was very unordinary to our senses. So that's why, as we have gotten older, we were conditioned to think that magic is something other than our everyday life. In your spiritual search, some of you are seeking the fireworks, the grand, like God coming out of the sky. Well, I know most of you watching this don't think like that. But when you think about enlightenment, you're just expecting this grand show. You're expecting something to say like, this is it. This is the magic that this is the magic that you're looking for. But that's just conditioning, because we have been conditioned not to see the magic in our everyday lives. And you are entering a season where that is very apparent to you, where you are now seeing the magic in the mundane. And that's what this is all about. And that's why you are being asked to go into the stillness, to go into the silence, to become more present, so that you can notice that the magic is right where you are. Don't wait for some grand spark to say, you have entered the phase. Everything's going to be okay now. Simply see that that is already the case. You are already okay now. You already are experiencing the magic. And again, I told you I had many conversations yesterday. I was talking to another friend, and she was saying, I keep turning my attention back to being aware. And I notice that everything I see is coming and going. And I am just the awareness. Like I see it very clearly now. And she said, and it's not something that's mystical. She said it's very ordinary. It's just ordinary as breathing. And I said, exactly. It's not something that's extremely mystical. The mystical comes from what we are aware of. The mystical comes from our everyday, ordinary experiences that we've been taught to see as just the mundane. But when we can see very clearly that we are the one that is aware of all experience, and that we are never changing, we are ever present, infinitely and eternally aware. What comes and goes becomes the mystical, magical aspect of life. Because what is it that is creating and destroying an experience constantly, continuously? Because that's what's going on. Every second, experience is being created and destroyed. That's where the magic is. You become very curious about the substance of this transient experience. Very curious about its nature. You no longer are curious about your own nature, because your nature is very clear. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to find it. You don't have to do anything to become it. You are already it watching this video. So you don't have to do anything to become who you already are. At this point, now that you recognize this, you're entering the season of becoming curious about the nature of objects in space, of thoughts, of sensations, of feelings. This is where your curiosity is now. And this is why you're being asked to go into the stillness, to go into the silence, to just become present with your experience, so that you can see that it's made out of exactly what you're made out of. And in that's where your power lies. Because in that, you become you see, not theoretically, not through a philosophical, y'all know what I'm trying to say, understanding, you see that very clearly the intimate nature between you and what you see. You see how influential you are over your environment. And there's so much magic in that. So now the mundane becomes alive. The everyday experiences in your life that you may have been trying to escape previously, that you may have been trying to constantly overcompensate by doing grand things. Now you are starting to see that it's in these everyday, mundane, ordinary events that the magic lies. You don't have to go out and constantly sleep with a whole bunch of people or take all these exotic drugs or eat exotic food or just constant go to clubs and constantly just seek to entertain yourself, to spike your dopamine receptors, your serotonin receptors. You don't have to do that anymore, because the smallest aspect of life becomes so rich with magic and experience that what else could you possibly need to do but simply observe your everyday life, going to work, getting in your car, going for a drive, wherever you're going, spending time with yourself or your family, or just simply looking at the wall can be so enlightening. I think it was Buddha that said it only takes a single blade of grass or a drop of rain to awaken the soul. When you go into the stillness, when you go into the silence, when you go into the presence. And that is what you are being asked to do in this moment. In this moment and every moment going forward, because you are entering a stage of just pure magic. Pure magic, pure instant manifestations, and conscious, because we're always manifesting, we're always imagining our reality into existence. But you're going to be very conscious, deliberate, and intentional, and you won't even hold on to those experiences. Even the manifestations as they come in, there's not an attachment to it, because you know that the magic is in the changing, is in the shifting. That's where the magic is. How freeing is that? You are free now. You are free to be and do whatever your heart desires, as long as you are not harming others or yourself. You are free to do this because you live in the world that is ever changing, and you being the aware presence, the observer that's not affected by anything that it sees, doesn't care about what comes and goes. And in that, so much more of what you desire comes and goes. Isn't that beautiful? Let me type down in the comments, that's beautiful. And if what I'm saying is going a little bit over your head when I say that you are the awareness, I have a self-inquiry guide where it's going to help you with questioning or not questioning, but being able to stabilize the recognition that you are the awareness behind all of experience. So if you want to check that out, I have the guide down below. It's only $7. And I think that it would be very helpful for you if you're a little bit confused about what is it that's aware, who am I, those type of concepts. So I think that's pretty much it. I love you guys. I wanted to just come on here and free flow and have this come out very spontaneously. And let me know if you guys like these short videos that's just pretty much coming off the noggin. Well, all my videos, okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Go out and allow the light of yourself to be revealed to you. See the light of yourself in all objects. See the magic that is in the mundane. Allow boredom to be filled with curiosity. Who is it that is bored? That's self-inquiry. Who is it that is bored? Who is it that wants to go into another experience? Just watch the mind, watch your sensations, watch your thoughts, and notice that you are not what's changing. And then you fall in love with what's changing, because you know it's not going to always be that way. So you don't ever want to escape the simple experiences, because in the simple experiences is where you see more of yourself. Everything is a divine mirror. Everything. So that's all I got. Very short video today. And I love you guys. And I really hope that you enjoyed this.